Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading, and we are looking again at Tom Bower's book and the things that he has exposed. And one of the great first stories that came out was about the Procter & Gamble ad that Meghan, aged 11, allegedly had withdrawn. Sexist dishwashing ad, had withdrawn, wrote letters. She was upset. Daddy said write letters. She wrote letters, including to Hillary Clinton, and next minute the ad was withdrawn. New ad came out, no longer sexist. Meghan's claim to fame. Little activist, age 11, had gone against Procter & Gamble and succeeded. And a lot of people are saying she traded on the story. She traded on it all over the place. She still trades on it. And what a little activist she was. And people speculate that it might have been influential in getting her, for instance, into something like Northwestern, because it's the kind of thing that they look at. They look at in your application to see what you've done. That's extracurricular, not just what great grades you've got, but what kind of a leader are you? What have you accomplished in your life other than academic accomplishments? How well-rounded are you? How outspoken are you and dynamic? And Meghan certainly, according to the story, really was. And only trouble with this story is that, as the fact checkers at Vanity Fair found out when they went digging, no evidence of it being true. They couldn't find any proof of it. So it got scrapped, and Meghan was no longer portrayed as an activist. She was portrayed instead as Prince Harry's girlfriend. And next minute they were engaged. Well, allegedly they were already engaged and married. So we're going to just do a 5-card reading. I'm using my woke tarot for this because we are talking, of course, certainly rather woke theme here. The Lunar Soul Tarot, there it is. Lunar Soul Tarot, 5-card reading coming up today. Just going to dig around a little bit from Hillary Clinton's point of view, because now the story goes that Meghan is hoping that Hillary Clinton is going to come to her rescue and find that letter. There was no letter that Hillary Clinton wrote back. Allegedly, it was all just a lie. Daddy made up the lie. Precious or Flower, or whatever he called her. Look, Hillary Clinton wrote you a letter, and I'll quickly put it in this box to keep it safe. No one ever saw the letter. There was no letter. So how does Hillary Clinton feel about being dragged into this mess? Was there ever a letter? We'll ask, we'll check the Lunar Soul Tarot, how Meghan feels about the story now coming out, along with also many other stories. And we'll ask that question, and will Hillary actually step up and produce a letter, the letter, and say, look, here it is. See, Meghan wasn't lying after all. Tom Bower, bad Tom Bower, and down goes the book. Doesn't look like it. Well, this is the underlying energy, and we get the 6 of Cups in reverse. Interesting card, because the 6 of Cups is about memories from your childhood. Memories from your childhood. Precious and Flower, whatever else she was called. Little hand there, and Daddy's hand. And look at the cup. And Daddy protecting, Daddy lying, Daddy telling a white lie to make her feel better. Probably unhappy, upset, come to live with Daddy. Where was Doria? Perhaps we'll find out. Perhaps Tom Bower would tell us. But unhappy memories, because the card is in reverse. Unhappy memories of the past. And manufactured memories even of the past. 6 of Cups in reverse. Tarot today being particularly obvious, shall we say. And for that I am very grateful. Not complaining at all. Not complaining. So let's see the situation around the letter. Hillary Clinton and the letter that wasn't. 4 of Swords. This is the card of hiding away. The 4 of Swords. You retreat after battle and heartache and defeat and loss. You retreat. You hang up your swords, or your skateboard in this case, and you sit quietly because you have suffered some kind of fall from grace. That is what the 4 of Swords is about. So, fall from grace for Meghan, that she has had to retreat into hiding, perhaps. This is not what she wanted to come out. And for Hillary Clinton too, possibly, because Hillary Clinton at one stage was very fervently pro Meghan Markle, and so pro that she possibly was going to back her in a political campaign. visited her at Frogmore Cottage, wiped away those tears. Oh, everyone's so mean to me, royal family so mean, took my passport, took my keys, ignored me when I said I was suicidal. Oh, how terrible. Come to America. We're so much nicer in America, as you know. But ruined reputation here and having to hide and lick wounds and try and heal and have a think. That is the general energy, and I think it applies equally to both women. Let us see now how Hillary feels about being dragged into this mess. Tom Bower's book. How does she feel? 3 of Discs. It's not a bad feeling, 3 of Pentacles, but it is being implicated in something. Because 3s are 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Discs is about being a collaborator. So she feels that she's being seen as somebody who was involved in the story somehow. In this manufacturing, perhaps, of this image of this rather young black woman we see on this 3 of Discs. I'm fascinated by these cards because there has been Ginger Man, very pale Ginger Man. There is Meghan. And there is a rather strange sort of worker type of character who's busy doing whatever the pair want them to do. She feels played. Even though the card has come in the upright, so it's not entirely negative, she feels played. She feels like she's been sucked into the drama and she's been used and exploited for their own agenda. 2 Pentacles there, and then busy making a 3rd. This poor unfortunate person is busy doing the work, toiling away to make yet another pentacle for this pair. This rather sort of woke pair that's turned up with his lump of clay now turned into a pentacle, please, for us. So yeah, she feels played. It's not a hectic card. It's not the worst card in the world at all. But she would rather not have had this land on her doorstep right now, I would say, with that card. Let us see whether she, in fact, wrote a letter to 11-year-old Meghan Markle 30 years ago, whether there is any truth to Meghan's tale of getting a letter back from Hillary Clinton. Oh, you wonderful little thing, you. Go, girl, go. One day you'll be president. I'm just being sarcastic. Queen of Swords in reverse, I would say hell no. Hell no. Queen of Swords is communication. Wise old owl there with that Queen of Swords. She's a very fierce queen. She's about truth-telling. She's about clarity. She's about being decisive. She's about cutting people out of her life if they no longer serve. She's going to be quite ruthless, quite brutal when she makes those decisions. And she's come out in the reverse. That's Hillary Clinton has shown up in the reading now as Hillary Clinton in her pantsuit. And I'm going to giggle. And she's in the reverse. She is pretty angry about this. That's Queen of Swords energy is angry when it's in the reverse, that's for sure. Queen of Swords, when it's in the reverse, is also no communication. No letter. No letter was written. No letter was written. Oh dear. I'm feeling second-hand embarrassment, actually. Problem with being an empath is you do feel second-hand embarrassment, even for people like Meghan Markle, who doesn't feel first-hand embarrassment. One of the great ironies of life and the struggles on this planet for empaths. What's the next question? I have to remind myself I've got them written down now because I'm busy suffering from second-hand embarrassment. Of course, does Meghan feel first-hand embarrassment at this story coming out now being exposed as a huge big fat lie? She didn't get the ad changed. Nobody cared. Nobody took the blindest bit of notice of her little letter, and Daddy just made it all up to make her feel better. How does she feel about this coming out? 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Second time I've got this card today. 10 of Cups. She really doesn't care because she believes at some fundamental level that everything is wonderful. Everything she does is wonderful. I think she was never told no in her life. I'm speculating. Just if in case I forgot, I can't remember, and my head is still a little bit fuzzy. A disclaimer in the box below, this is just a tarot reading, entertainment purposes. I am just speculating here, or my own opinion, and my uneducated guess is that Meghan Markle really has never been told no. She's never been faced with the consequences of her own actions, and so has never been disappointed at that level. She's never had to learn to deal with rejection, disappointment. Oh, well, it didn't have the desired effect. Your magical thinking didn't actually produce whatever you imagined it was going to produce. So when nothing happened, and she was looking sad and forlorn and lost, 6 of Cups in reverse, Daddy made it all up to make her feel better. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is the happy family card, as depicted in this particular tarot deck. Blended family, and in that, pretty much blended family back there in LA when she was growing up. She had to be kept happy. She had to be made to feel special and important, and more than actually was realistic. And that's what the 10 of Cups is telling me. You're not going to prick my bubble. You're not going to make me believe differently about my childhood. You're really not. I've got my make-believe here. I've got my fake memories, and I'm going to cling to them for all I am worth as the ship goes down. And the ship does seem to be going down. Let us see. Will Hillary somehow save Meghan Markle from her own delusions? I won't even say lies. Delusions. Will Hillary Clinton actually somehow make it all better for her? No. Page of Discs. That's a Page of Pentacles, but Page of Discs in reverse. And it's communication, the Page of Pentacles. Solid communication. It's a letter, literally. Oh, I found it tucked away in a bureau. It must have fallen through the cracks 30 years ago. I meant to post it. Look here, it's a vintage stamp even on the envelope. And oops, I was so busy being First Lady. No. If that was upright, I would say, ooh, there is going to be a letter suddenly discovered miraculously. Page of Pentacles, no. Page of Pentacles in reverse, and no communication. No sudden discovery of letter in a desk, tucked away somewhere. Bill forgot to post it. Monica forgot to post it. I'll stop there. You get the picture. That's the reading. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow.